Here are some people whose exes crashed their wedding. I purposefully ruined my cousin and ex's wedding, and it brought me a lot of happiness. I once looked up to my cousin. I thought he was a great guy and we were close like brothers. I was also dating a girl. I was deeply in love with her and planning to marry her someday. I felt my life was perfect. Oh. One day I came home early because a colleague offered to cover my shift. I was pretty tired, so I accepted and went home. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. Ooh. Arriving home, I found them in my bed having oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. And then they decide to get married. Oh, that's shameful.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Both of them were shocked, to say the least. I told them I wanted them to be gone by the time I got back and left the house. They were both gone by the time I did get back, but she left me a note telling me she was sorry and to call her when I'd calmed down. The nerve of you. I didn't call her. I texted her saying I'd gather her things and drop them off at cousins in a few days and that she's staying with him now, not me. I followed through with that. It took about a week to transfer everything. Both of them tried to apologize, but I didn't have anything nice to say to them, so I said nothing. I just knocked the door and handed the bags to whoever answered before leaving. You're a better person than I am. You're a better person than I'll ever be. Because what do you mean you still went to drop off her stuff? Honey, she's coming to the house to pack them up. Be glad if you don't find them in the gutters. But to be fair, you love this person at some point, so it's quite understandable. But nah, you're coming to pick them up by yourself. You couldn't even think of a better place to cheat. You're cheating with your boyfriend's family member, a fucking cousin. Disgusting! Permit my French. In his own freaking house, in his own freaking bed. You guys are so broke that you could not afford a freaking hotel, or you could not do it at cousin's place. I'm not promoting cheating, but like, you're very silly. My cousin called me multiple times to try to apologize, but I refused to accept it. What's he apologizing for? Screwing your girlfriend or for being caught? Which is it? 3 years have passed since then. I went no contact with them. I didn't bring it up to the rest of the family. Oh gosh, you're a better person once again. Or any of their friends. I'm not sure why, I just didn't. I got a call from a number I didn't recognize, so I answered. It was my cousin. He sounded really happy and was acting like it hadn't destroyed my life. He explained he and my ex were getting married. And he wanted me to be the best man. The nerve of him. I'm so confused. Did we forget that this person that you're about to be married to was my previous partner? Do we have amnesia now? I was so angry that I had the utter gall to act like nothing was wrong and lost my temper. I yelled at him and called him names before hanging up. He sent me a text telling me the offer still stood, and if I didn't want to be his best man, then it just simply wouldn't have won. A few days passed and I had an idea. Ooh, are we plotting something? I texted him back and apologized. I sent a paragraph of bullshit saying I was still angry, but this would be an opportunity for the three of us to heal and move past it. He was overjoyed and said he'd pay for everything and it'd help me pick up a suit if I wanted, which I accepted because I sure as shit wasn't going to spend any money on a stupid wedding if I could help it. Oh gosh, I love a good revenge. The wedding day came. I spent the week prior writing a speech, putting all the negative feelings that bottled up over the years into words on paper. The wedding was pretty good. I'm sure one of them has some nice, well-paying job or something because they must have spent a decent bit of money on this wedding for how nice it was. An entire family was there, as was a decent chunk of my ex's family. Eventually, the time for my speech came. I just remember feeling really nervous as it's built up to it, and my voice kept faltering when I was reading it out. But I didn't and still don't care. At least I got it out. I explained what these two horrible people had done to me. I called them the worst names I could think of and wished them the worst. Then I left. I was expecting some kind of dramatic moment from all the guests, gasps of shock and all that, but none of that. Everyone was silent. Did you already know? I'll be so mad. if they already knew, like most of the family members already knew, I still went on with this wedding. On my way home, I got a call from my mother angrily telling me that I'd ruined the wedding and both of them were so upset, and she asked me why I'd do this. I told her that they deserved this for what they had done to me and everything I'd said in the speech was true. She kept defending them, so I swore to her and hung up. Since then, I've gotten several calls and texts from others in mine and my ex's family angry I ruined the wedding. I've also received a few texts from people who were there being supportive and telling me they were there if I needed to talk. I'm not sure if I feel better having done this, but it did bring me a great catharsis. God have mercy, I don't know the pronunciation of that. Let me search it up real quick. What does it even mean? Catharsis. Oh, it simply means the act of cleansing or purging. But it did bring me a great catharsis when the people were telling me the wedding was ruined. At least now they felt at the very least a fraction of what they made me feel. I love a good revenge. But the thing with revenge now is it doesn't really heal what has happened. It doesn't really fix anything. I personally don't revenge on people, like, because I just feel like it probably just open up the wound over again and it's just not worth it. But there are some situations where a good revenge plan is good. I love good revenge plans. I feel like I don't have the balls to do it, so I don't really care like that to do it. I don't know, I'm such a simple person. We have a couple edits. As far as I'm aware, the rest of my family wasn't aware of her cheating on me. They likely knew we were dating at some point, then we weren't. I've learned from previous stuff that I can't rely on my family for any kind of support. So I've been on low contact with them since I moved out of my parents' house, which is why I didn't mention this to anyone in my family. A lot of people are also asking for the speech transcript. Oh gosh, I want to see that so badly. I want to read it. I wrote it in a Google Doc and read it out from my phone. The delivery was kind of lackluster. I sounded like I was going to cry and tripped over my words, but I managed to read it all out. It wasn't verbatim what I said, but it's very close as I was reading from this as a general script. Oh, right. So this is the script. Hello everyone. I'm not very good at public speaking, so apologies in advance. It's an honor to be at this wedding and an even greater honor to be the best man. I was shocked that I was even invited at all, since the last time I've spoken to the bride and groom was when I found them freaking in my own bed. X's name was my partner at the time, you see. But I don't think she got the memo that when you're dating someone, you don't freak their cousin in your partner's own bed. And it wasn't like cousin's name didn't know we were dating either. Who knows how long this slimy C word was freaking her behind my back. Weeks, months. For those unaware, X and I had been dating for 2 years. I loved her with all my heart and was actually saving up to get a proposed ring. Maybe if X wasn't a whore, cousin would be giving the speech instead, and I wouldn't have been struggling with mental health for 3 years. Anyway, I've heard 50% of marriages end in divorce. I hope yours is a messy one. From the bottom of my heart, freak you both, you ruined my life, and I will never forgive either of you. Oh my god. That is crazy. Oh my god, love it. I'm so super proud of you. I honestly wish that we could get an update as to what is happening in their relationship now. Am I the hero for cancelling my wedding after finding out my fiance's ex is invited by his family? It's family? I'm 27 female and my fiance Alex, 30 male, have been engaged for a year and we're planning our wedding for the end of the summer. Everything was going smoothly until a couple weeks ago when Alex's family dropped a bombshell. Alex's family is very close-knit and has always been involved with our wedding planning. Recently, I have found out that they had invited Alex's ex, Sarah, 29 female, to the wedding. Alex Alex and Sarah were dating for about 5 years and broke up about 2 years ago. They are still on good terms, but I was never comfortable with the idea of her being at our wedding, which is quite understandable because it's your wedding and these are exes. If I'm not comfortable with something, then my partner should be able to like compromise. And why are you even still being friends with your exes? When I brought this up to Alex, he said that it was family tradition to invite former partners if they are still friends, and that it would be rude to exclude her. How is that a family tradition? So your father and your mother brought in their exes to their weddings, and OP also bring our ex to the wedding. How does that even make sense? That is chaotic. He insisted that it's no big deal and that Sarah is just a part of their extended social circle. I tried to explain that having Sarah at our wedding made me feel uncomfortable and undermined the significance of the event for me. Alex's response was that I was being unreasonable and selfish for not considering his family's feelings. I'm sorry. If your family members love your ex so much, maybe you should actually be getting married to your ex. He argued that it would cause unnecessary drama if we uninvited Sarah now, and that we should just focus on enjoying the day. I couldn't shake the feeling that this wasn't just about inviting an ex, but also about my place in Alex's life and whether I was truly a priority. After a lot of back and forth, I decided that I couldn't go through with the wedding under these circumstances. Thank you. Because trust me, you're gonna be competing for that man once you guys get married. I'm not trying to be like an unreasonable person here. Can you have a relationship with your ex? Yes. Can you guys still be friends? Absolutely. I don't buy it. But I mean, if it works for you, fine. I would not tell you to stop being friends with someone. However, if I'm telling you that I'm uncomfortable with you inviting your ex to my wedding, our wedding, then you should do that. Would you be comfortable if you know what? The best thing for this lady to do right here is to just say okay and then invite her own ex as well, and then we see the drama unfold, because you're saying that the drama is gonna happen when you don't invite the ex, when the drama is actually gonna happen when you invite the ex. After a lot of back and forth, I decided that I couldn't go through with the wedding under these circumstances. I cancelled the venue and all the plans we had made, explaining to Alex and his family that I couldn't commit to marrying someone who wasn't willing to respect my feelings about such a significant issue. Now, Alex and his family are furious with me. They believe I am overreacting and that I should have been more accommodating. Some of my friends and family think I did the right thing, while others feel I might have acted too impulsively. So, am I the AO for cancelling my wedding after finding out that my fiance's ex was invited by his family? No, honey, you're not the AO. If him and his family members loves or wants the presence of the ex so badly, they could still continue with the wedding plans and then join each other in holy matrimony. Thank you very much.
Well said, well spoken, BG.
Anyway, that is it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, bye. Mwah.